Welcome, welcome. Today we're gonna finish the tower defense level for Will You Snail and Toby Wabohu. You are indeed the first one. Welcome to the stream. I've done some preparations. Let me finish that real quick. I'm right in the middle of coding something. This is the script that decides which object our turret will shoot. And all I need to do is check line of sight. So if the turret doesn't have line of sight, obviously it shouldn't be allowed to shoot something. Oh hey, oh hey, oh hey. Even more people joining the stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm not gonna read your names because I'm too stupid for reading. We already covered that multiple times, but I'm glad you're here. You're not second on my screen, you're third on my screen. There are two people before you. Okay, where was I? There's literally just one more line that I need to write, so one sec. Collision line. And then we'll check from here. How are you all doing? Are you having a nice day? I certainly hope so. Mine was quite productive. I started working on the YouTube video for Friday. I cleaned up the Will You Snail project a little bit. So all in all, everything's pretty nice. And then the object we want to check collision for is object wall. Precise. No, doesn't need to be precise. Not me is true. And only if that is smaller than 0, only then will we set the new target. Okay, we can check this now if it works. My bet is on no. What is your bet on? Hi. Vampoods. Let's check. Is my laptop making super loud noise again, or is it okay? Hope the sound is fine. It's a little loud for me, actually. Oopsie-doopsie. Gonna turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, so here's our tower defense level. I already changed something. We have oopsie-doopsie score counter here. Unfortunately, my camera's blocking it. It's not a score counter, it's a resource counter. And so far that doesn't do anything, but we'll implement that today and hopefully make this a little more fun and strategic. Let's build a couple of turrets real quick. What the hell are these turrets doing? The answer is not what they're supposed to. Okay, guess this is not returning stuff correctly. Whatever, let's just write return instance nearest to argument 3. Well, now it should work because everything that comes after that will basically not be there. Bug fixing for experts. Oh, now I have to rebuild all of those stupid towers just to test this. I should make a hotkey that replaces all of these with turrets. Remind me to do that, please. Okay, now they're not shooting at all. Interesting. Probably because I put the arguments in here in the wrong order. Yes. I mean, we need obviously 0, 1, 2. Started with 1. Big mistake. Okay, let's make a hotkey so we can test this more quickly. If where is the mini game? Here it is. The console. Now if we hit As a debug hotkey, which one should we take? Let's take B. Instance destroy. Instance create layer. And then we'll just say at the position where we are, X, Y, we will create on the same layer, object, tower defense, turret, basic. Okay, now it should be easier to test this. Hi there, dear wheel, you have an easy name. I can say your name. Am I using a mechanical keyboard because I'm smashing my buttons so hard? It's made of, I don't know. It's my drum set. Oh, I pressed another hotkey. Oopsie doopsie, which one was that? Okay. Now the hotkey is B. Here we go. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, that's a shame, but we can fix that later. And now even when you go away, move away from those turrets, they don't upgrade. And obviously you should only be able to upgrade them when you have resources, so let's code that next. A way to get resources and then also a way to spend resources. So first of all, let's go into the turrets. And those turrets can only be upgraded. If global dot minigame money is larger than or larger or equal to 1. And when we upgrade one of those turrets, we reduce the minigame money by 1. Now how do you get money? I think it would be interesting if you have to collect it, if it's attached to enemies, and when they die, then they drop it wherever they are, and then they have to collect it. How do you like that idea? I think that's cool because it forces you to move around a bit more. Not just stay in one place. Question is, how will that money look like? For now, let's just pick a flare. It's probably the easiest solution. Let's call that one object tower defense money. Okay, now where are the flares? I put those sprites into folders, which in theory should make it easier to find stuff, but in practice, not really. I think that's in FX, yeah, here. Small flare and image blend will be object level styler dot cull which color do we take? Cull wall outline is good color for that probably also. Let me remove that money value somewhere where you can actually see it, so I don't have to deactivate my camera all of the time. So if we collide with the player, global dot minigame money plus plus and instance destroy, and obviously later on we can add a cool effect there as well when you collect that, and sound effects, all of that is still missing, of course. So I think this will be really cool. Now what I want to do is make these money things follow enemy objects, so they will have a follow variable. And as long as that exists, the object we want to follow, we will just set our... I keep smashing my keyboard, sorry, it's just so fun. We just copy the coordinates of whichever object we're following. This means that I can now give enemies a certain chance to have a money object attached to them. That's probably not the way we're gonna do it later on, but for testing, let's just do it like this. If random1 is smaller than 0.1, then we'll create that object on the same layer once again, XY, layer, and object. Tower defense money. And then with this line we can tell the object to follow this object, so that should already be it. Now we should have a nice economic system in place. I wonder how that will feel. Oh my god, we also need to balance the difficulty for this level, but that's probably something we should keep for the end. Okay, now I can't upgrade them because I don't have any money. Let's wait for a circle with some money to come in. I hope that happens. Yeah, Mr. AI, I muted you because you are annoying as crap. Oh, here we have some money that we can collect. Bling! I'll just make the sound effects myself until we have one, and now I can upgrade. Whoo! And now my resource is 0 again. I like it. Okay. Okay, I think the next thing we should do is writing a system that gives us a bit more control over these waves. Also, if the money is yellow, then the text showing that should be yellow as well. That's an easy fix. Maybe we should just show it on multiple places all over the screen. I don't know if that's a stupid idea. Let's just see how it looks. Probably pretty stupid. Okay, so the spawner. Let's add some additional complexity to the spawner so we can actually control when stuff spawns. So we can code a cool spawn pattern for the enemies, because the one we have right now is a pretty boring. What game engine is this? This is GameMaker. I usually use either GameMaker or Unity. This time it is a GameMaker. Okay. The enemy spawner. There he is. Or is it a she? Who knows? At the moment, the enemy spawner just spawns enemies randomly. So maybe we will just give this a timer. Timer equals 0. And then we just count the time up. Time plus plus. We don't really need the difficulty variable. All we need is enabled and timer. Because what we could do is maybe just a giant switch statement. Okay, we'll see if that actually makes sense. Oh, that could be a fun drinking game. Every time Jonas smashes his keyboard and tries to destroy it, you've gotta drink one. So Zixi, that's after 1 second, we create one enemy, and that enemy, I kind of want to choose that lane myself. I think at the moment they just choose a random lane at the beginning. Okay. So the variable we need to set is pathy. So that will save that enemy in a variable, new enemy, and then new enemy dot pathy equals path1, for example. And this looks a little more clunky than I would like, so maybe we can pack that into a script or something. That would be cool. But in theory, we can do stuff like this now. We just define the spawn times of enemies and the path they have. That's the kind of control I want to design cool tower defense level. Not he, not she, it. Guess that's the most politically correct way of looking at it. And maybe also grammatically speaking. Ah, okay. All of those numbers look confusing. Let's not do that. Okay. Wow. My new spawn script. It works so well. Look at that. Oh, jeez. Wow. Just wow. Oh my god. I mean, how does it get enabled? Do I need to do that here? Did I delete that on accident? Where we say if instance number object tower defense console 0, then we say enabled equals true. I think I deleted that due to a lack of concentration. Okay, and here come our 3 enemies at the top. Very nice. Now I really wonder if I can put that into a script. Sometimes weird stuff like that works in GameMaker, so let's see if it works. Skirt to the spawn enemy. And then let's create that script. Okay, no, that doesn't work. Doesn't really matter, then we'll just do it like this. If timer equals 60. I mean, I'll have to figure out a way to make this a little better in terms of performance, but at the very least it will work for now. And then it will create this enemy argument 0 with this path argument 1. And if argument 2, then we'll create a coin on top of that enemy. And it will not follow this object, but the new enemy we created. And now what we can do is in our spawner, I mean, in theory, does GameMaker still have the timeline feature? Oh yeah, I mean, in theory, we could also use the timeline, but I basically never use those, so not really sure if we should do that. Probably. Who cares? Enemy spawner, and then replace all of that with script tower defense spawn enemy. The kind of enemy we wanna spawn is object tower defense enemy. Did I not call the paths path? No, it's just P. Okay. Okay, I think I forgot one variable because I entered 4 here and I can only remember implementing 3. Yes. This one. 0, 1, 2, 3. Very nice, very nice. So let's create a cool enemy spawn pattern. Why are you still displaying an error? I think that's an error, that it's still displaying an error. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so let's start sending in enemies at the top. Okay, see, now I kind of want to have a way to spawn multiple of these without having to retype it over and over again. So we can still use something like a for loop here. If I just want to spawn 5 at the top here, can just do something like this. Then I think at the same time I want to spawn one in a different lane, and that one will have some money. And yeah, it will probably be a bit of work. Could I use repeat? Yeah, but if I use repeat, then I don't have the variable to offset the spawn time. If I use repeat, then they all spawn at the same time. A dead rat? Yeah. It's Mickey. Oh no, we gotta get rid of those annoying score counters. Cool. So now we have 5 enemies at the top and 1 monies at the bottom. These numbers are really annoying me. And I also think the balancing of the turrets could probably use slight adjustments. Because it feels weird that they're already that strong at the beginning. I think they should be a lot weaker on level 1. Oops, that was the post-processing. That was the correct hotkey. So I imagine that at the... I mean, you basically need to go down here because that's the only way to get money. But other than that, I imagine could be a cool decision if on one side there are a lot of enemies you kind of need to stop, and on the other side there's money, so you need to decide where you want to go. Stuff like that would be nice. But instead, let's just spawn 1 monies on the top as well. See, that's what I talked about. I could use repeat here, but then I would not have this variable to offset the spawn time of the enemy. That's why I'm not doing that. And at the top, I will spawn an enemy. Okay, I'll just spawn one at 60 as well, and then those will start at 80. So we have 1 monies at the top and 1 monies at the bottom. Wonderful. For the balancing of the turrets, let's just make them a lot stronger on level 1. And then we'll have to find a way to somehow figure out how much damage the other ones are supposed to do. Okay. I mean, we should get the balancing of the turrets right before we start designing the waves, because obviously how we balance the waves should depend on the capabilities of those turrets. That's more or less how I want the first wave to look like. Only weird thing was that both of the monies spawned at the bottom. That's because I did not set the path correctly. But now it will obviously almost always be better to upgrade your turret from level 1 to level 2 than from level 2 to level 3. Because here, I mean, what is the DPS difference? That's our basic turrets. Let's run the math. We have 0.5. What is the cooldown? Uh, 0.5 divided by 30. Times 60. Okay, that's exactly 1 DPS. 1 damage per second. Then here we have at the moment 2 divided by 25. Times 60. See, that's 4.8 DPS. That's a lot stronger. So basically for upgrading it from level 1 to level 2, you get 3.8 additional DPS. And let's see what you get from upgrading it from level 2 to level 3. So here we do 3 divided by 20. Times 60. Nine. Okay, so for upgrading it to this level, you get plus 3.8. Oh no, I'm doing math on stream. That's a very bad idea. What's 9 minus 4.8? It's 3.2, right? Okay, actually that sounds no, it's not 3.2, it's 2.2. Or another one, so that equals 9. Okay, so basically upgrading to level 3 is more worth it than upgrading it to level 2 at the moment. But the trade-off is also that you're not hitting as many things. Oh no, you've already done the calculations for me. Nice math skills. I know. Let's do another one. I'm ready. 4 divided by 15 times 60. Oh, that's 16 DPS. Okay, I should be able to do that. That's plus 6 compared to the last one. Oops. Okay, so I would say that that almost looks reasonable. So you get a little more damage for that, but then once again, that has the trade-off that every single shot deals more damage, which means there's a higher probability that when you shoot low HP units, that more of the damage will be lost. So I think that's a fair trade-off, depending on how many enemies are coming in. And then same goes for the level 4 upgrade. So even with that kind of balancing, it's not necessarily always better to upgrade to level 3 instead of level 2. Because if an enemy, for example, has exactly 2 HP, then one damage is always lost when shooting it with a higher damage turret. So it depends on how much HP units we're sending. Okay, so that is cool. That looks like reasonable balancing. And I mean, if it works here, then it should work with the other turrets as well. Because I think they have very similar numbers. But are you enjoying math? Should we run the math for the other turrets as well? Okay, let's do it. Okay, this has a cooldown of 60. So 0.5 divided by 60 times 60. That's 0.5. I can do that in my head. See how good I am at calculating stuff in my head? I wrote 15 DPS instead of 60. No, what am I doing? Can't even copy a single number. That's literally how all of my math errors happened at school. Pure stupidity, while actually being kind of intelligent. Wait a second. That means the difference is 7. 7! I would say that is a bit too much. I mean, 8.3, 4.2. Okay, next one should be something like 4.6. That is too much. Let's reduce that. So we have, once again, 4 divided by 20. Do damage for again. Thanks. Yeah, we almost messed up the balancing of this game entirely. Okay, and then last one gets plus 3 DPS. Oh my god, this makes such a big difference. As I said, I want to have something like 4.4 or 4.6. How about we give this 4.5 damage? Should probably make a spreadsheet or something that would make it a little easier. $13.5 gives us another 1.5, which equals 4.5. Okay, now it looks reasonable. Okay, thanks for showing me all of my mistakes. Thanks for using your brain with me. Why am I not using the Windows calculator? Wait, Windows has a calculator? I didn't even know that. Oh my. Ah, but it's ugly. Okay, it's not that ugly. Guess we can keep it. Alrighty. Can somebody remember these DPS numbers? 1 DPS, 4.8, 9, and 13.5. That would be cute. Okay, let me just create a spreadsheet really quick. This is getting out of control. No, now I need to switch account. Here we go. And I think I have a Will You Snail folder somewhere. Yes, I do. Okay. The reason why I can't use the Windows calculator is because I've gotta give Google my data. I mean, they would be really sad if I didn't give them my data. Basic turret. Then here we have our splash turret, and then here we have our sniper turret. You probably can't see anything because it's way too small. Wait a second, I'm gonna fix it. Here we go. Can you read that? That's nice. And then here we have damage, fire rate. Oh, wait a second. How do we do that? Okay, we do it like this. Damage and fire rate. DPS. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Can't even count. What the hell? Now we should just be able to copy in those numbers from the basic turret. Here we have 0.5, 2, 3, 4.5. Zero 0.5, 2, 3, 4.5. And fire rate is 30, 25. And DPS, DPS is the one we need to calculate, equals damage divided by fire rate times 60. Okay, so this way we should be easier to compare, and we can check if our results are correct. 1, 4.8, 9, and 13.5. We've already agreed that those are reasonable numbers. And now for the splash turret, I mean, do we even want to check what the numbers are? I think fire rate is similar. It only fires every second, and it starts with 0.5 damage. Okay, so that's 0.5 DPS. What you have to consider though is that this is the damage it deals to... Oh my god, I messed up my setup. This is the damage it deals to every single unit within the radius. which means if it hits 3 enemies, then the DPS will 1.5. If there's only 1 enemy, then it will be 0.5. So this even looks a little bit strong compared to the basic turret. It only needs to hit 2 enemies to do the same amount of damage as the basic turret. So we should probably reduce that to 0.3, maybe. Now it needs to hit 4 enemies to outperform this turret, which sounds more reasonable. Okay. Ah, damn it. It's really... this math is killing me. So now I'm trying to figure out whether those are more or less in the same relation to one another, which they are not. Oh, I got it! Ooh. Oh my god, I'm such a bad streamer, you literally can't see anything. Ah, Jesus. Okay, let me read chat. I haven't done that in a while. Generally, will there only be one of each of these gimmicks, like underwater or tower defense or more? What I'm thinking is probably more, because from a game design perspective that makes sense. It saves time, and there are still a lot of ways we can explore those mechanics. So there are a lot of things we could do with the underwater level, and there are a lot of simple variations we could do to a tower defense level, new enemies, new obstacles, whatever. So in terms of development time, that would make sense, making more levels. And then in terms of playing the game, I think it would feel nice as well if it's not just one level. So it's not just one disco level and then something entirely new starts, but you kind of have maybe a little bit of an easier introduction level, and then 2 or 3 levels that explore the mechanics of this environment a little bit. Do you think that makes sense? Or do you think it doesn't? Okay, someone make a compilation of Jonas and numbers. Oh my god. There are so many weird compilations you can do of my streams, probably. Jonas smashes keyboard compilation, Jonas weird costume compilation, Jonas forgets to change the stream display compilation, Jonas doesn't read chat compilation even though the answer to what he's trying to do is in chat has been in chat for about 20 minutes. You want to screenshot the snail sprite? Okay. I can do that. 1 second. Player. I need to go to the player sprites. Here we have the sprite. Can zoom in for you. Here you go. That's the snail sprite right there. Here, you actually thought of the same reason. Okay, that's cool. DPS 10:33 a.m. Where's that? Oh my. Oh, how did that happen? Oh no, 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 no. How can I turn that back into a number? I mean, dollar, that's already better. Okay. Oh no, why is this a oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, I mean, DPS is obviously calculated in dollar. Everybody knows that. Okay, what do we need for the splash turret damage here? 1.4 maybe? Oh, really? Ah, no, we need more. 0.6. Why am I showing a selfie? I don't know. I didn't show a selfie only earlier when I forgot to change the stream overlay. Gotta balance this correctly before we... Okay, now I got it, see? Have the correct DPS relation. This deals 9 damage, Splash Turret deals 2.7 damage per second. And then finally here, we'll keep the fire rate at $50 and the damage will go to $2.2. Oh no, we need more, okay. $2.5. $2.7. Yippee! We get it! Okay, now we don't need that anymore. Sniper turret. What's the fire rate of the sniper turret at the moment? Let me check. Uh, 3 seconds. Okay. So $180 basically. But at level 1 it's probably more. Yeah, it's at level 1 it's $200. So we need to get to more than 1 DPS now for the same reason that I said earlier, because if the sniper shoots something that has more than X HP, the rest of that DPS is basically lost. Time again. Not my fault. It's like he modeled that sprite after himself. Maybe. Is the stream delay really that extreme, by the way? DPS stands for dollars per second. Okay. Okay. Stop making fun of me or I'm gonna cry. Do you want me to cry on stream? Is that what you want to happen? So the DPS of the sniper turret will be $5. That sounds about reasonable. That means 50% more than this one. Okay. I think I want to reduce the fire rate of the sniper. Nah, it's 200 is fine. Okay, so we basically need to double the base turret damage, more or less. So 4.8 times 2 equals 9.6. Is that correct? Yeah, so that would be about right. Now we want to get to about 18. Oh, see, first try. I'm very good at math. I mean, I obviously knew that this would be the result. And then for the damage of the last turret, we do 60. What's 13.5 times 2 is 27. No, we need more. Okay. 30, so the sniper turret will just pay off even a bit more on the highest level. I think that's fine. Okay, now we just need to copy those beautiful dollar numbers into GameMaker, and then we can finally start creating the waves when we got the balancing. I don't want to cry. Maybe next time. About 41 seconds stream delay. Okay, that sounds about right. Oh, you compare the system time. Clever. Very clever. Oh my god, you're obviously always smarter than me. Okay. First things first, basic turret. Do we need to change any values here? No, I think we just copied those values, right? Yes. Okay, so no changes necessary here. Then for the splash turret, we will start with $0.3. Then we'll go to $0.2. Then we'll go to $0.8, and then we will go to $2.7. Cooldown will start at 60. Then we'll go to -10, and then we'll go to -20, -20. Did I copy those numbers correctly? Yes, I did. Okay, last but not least, sniper. Starts with 5, goes to $30, goes to $50, goes to $80. Starts with 200 fire rate, goes to 180, goes to 160, and stays at 160. Ah, nice. Nice. We got the balancing for the turrets down. Great. That wasn't hard at all. Oh, math with Jonas. I should make a math YouTube channel. You need to go? Okay, Dark Soon, bye. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, and then you obviously shouldn't be allowed to touch those enemies, so let's just code that right in, that when we, as the player, touch an enemy, collision with enemy, duplicate event, collision with Mini game. Enemy. Then it will just destroy us. Cool. Now we probably need more different enemy types to make this actually interesting. So what we probably need is the same one, but smaller. And then also some sort of boss enemy or whatever. The small one, and here comes the strong one. That one obviously needs to be a bit bigger. Maybe 85. How many images do the other ones have? 6. Okay. Let's start with 6 as well. Cool. So now we can duplicate those enemies. Or duplicate. And we'll call this one enemy small. And it will just inherit everything, so we can delete all of these events. Delete event. Delete event. And here we'll just say event inherited. And we'll replace those numbers. And oh my god, maybe we should also have a variable for the move speed. This way we can override that here as well. And we'll set that for the small enemy. Did I select the small one? No, this is the small one. The small one will move even slower. This way they clump up a little more and can be destroyed even better by splash turrets. And the big enemy will even be a little bit faster than normal enemies. Obviously it will have a lot more HP. Instead of 5, we'll give it 50. Oh, that's a bit extreme, right? But, I mean, why not? Why not? Let's try it. And the small enemy, instead of 5 HP, will have 3 HP. Or let's maybe give it 2 HP. So that's obviously pretty easy to kill. Wait, that's not Unity. Yeah, that's Game Maker. Wow, mind blown. Welcome to the stream, the Heil Pilot. Did you tell me to take a shower? I think 1 shower per day is enough. I don't feel like taking a second one today. But thanks for the suggestion. I'm just always this slimy and ugly, in case you were wondering. Okay, what do we do next? Ah yeah, right. We need to spawn more enemies. Boo boo boo! So maybe we can split this into waves and just say this is wave 1. And then also when we want to spawn that wave, that will make it a little easier to duplicate those waves and stuff like that. So we can just say here, spawn, spawn, plus 20, and spawn. Now if you want to make another wave, we can just duplicate that entire thing. Bing. Name it wave 2. And then all we need to do is spawn that a little bit later, maybe at 250, something like that. And here I want to spawn some small enemies. Tower defense, enemy, small, and we'll spawn about 20 of those. So you'll probably have to own some splash turrets to get rid of those. And we'll spawn them in a different lane at the bottom. And should we spawn a big one as well? Should we try that? Okay, let's try it. That will probably be too hard, but okay, let's try. Gotta go, Gearreal. Okay, thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for fixing my math issues. Okay, so let's put a splasher here, basic turret here, sniper here, splasher here, basic here. And then here another 2 splashers, something like that. Okay, that is pretty easy. Where's wave number 2? Oh! Oh my god, these enemies died really quickly. It doesn't feel right. What's wrong? Kill it. I mean, huh? Did they just not have enough HP? Or did I give them 0 movement speed or something like that? Okay, they don't have a parent. Oopsies, 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 oopsies. Okay, that explains it. Now I can redo my entire setup. Thank you. By the way, do you think I should stream the rest of this? Do you think I should stream the rest of making this level tomorrow, or should we just start a new one tomorrow and I'll finish this myself? What do you think? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Damn it. That killed me. Second wave started a little too early. In my opinion. Finish it yourself, 3 parts are enough. Okay, will do. We can still come back to this at a later point if you want to. I'll probably just finish this myself. I mean, the only thing that's left to do is polishing and the wave, and oh yeah, of course some AI interaction, so the enemies actually need to do something that kinda could kill you or something like that. I can already see this starts feeling a bit more strategic now. Oh my god, this is a bug. They should not keep lying around when the level restarts. Object, tower defense, money. Let's spawn even more of these weak enemies. Here, I have a script for restarting. Script room reset. Here we'll just create all of the objects with object. Here, bug fixed. Are you planning to do another I Play Your Games video? Yes, I would be up for that. I don't have any suitable submissions at the moment, I think. Or, I mean, maybe I should check, but last time I checked, all of the stuff I had was either pretty outdated or not suitable for a video. Uh-oh, I touched the enemy. I think this time I'll stay down here and collect that money. It feels smarter. Then I can upgrade something like this to get rid of the big one. Maybe I can even upgrade this. Huh. Tricky, but I can already feel like this is gonna be fun. Die, 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 die! Damn it! Okay, I don't think it's possible yet. Or maybe we just need a different turret setup and put something right here that kills the one at the front a little faster. Because now we might be able to collect that money down here a bit faster. No, not really. Ah! Damn it. Come on. Oh. Do you think it's possible? Well, I like it, I like it, I like it. This, we managed to get this to a place where it actually starts being fun. Except that it's too hard and then I keep losing all of the time. Vampits, what do you mean with some details about this game? Do you want some details about this game? Turret shooting through walls. Yes, I tried to fix that at the beginning. You weren't there when I tried to do that. I totally fixed that. That's not an intended behavior. Thing is just I didn't want to spend time on stream searching for a weird bug that I didn't understand, so. Okay, I don't think killing that one is possible. That Mr. Big Big. What if the small ones have even more HP? And Mr. Big Big has not quite as much HP? Is that better? Ah, you're new here, okay. Okay, maybe I should enable the AI to show you. Main point of this game is basically that you're battling an evil AI and it usually tries to predict your movement and places traps right in front of you to destroy you, so it's a rage game where you play against an AI. And what we should do is enable subtitles, true, and also unmute the AI. Where are the volume sliders, volume variable, volume voice? Here we go. And then I can just show you some of the basic levels. And then, you know, later on it goes just a little crazy with all kinds of weird levels like this one.
Hey, can you hear me? Jump to say yes.
But that's the main antagonist.
Nice. May I ask you, have you played this game before? Damn, let me restart you.
Yeah, we don't want to get restarted. So this is one of the in quote-unquote normal levels where you just have to get to the end. And the AI places traps in front of you,
Almost there.
tries to predict your movement,
You've got to try harder than this.
and it's actually pretty tricky.
Haha, you thought you could slip through.
Well, yeah, it's probably gonna be more on the hard side of games, but we'll also have difficulty settings, so if you don't want that kind of difficulty, you can reduce it a little bit, I guess.
This never gets old.
So here there are also spikes from the walls and from the ceiling, and yeah, it just gets really mean.
One day you'll get there. OMG, why do you keep dying there? Oh, what a desperate attempt.
Then here we have a level, for example, where you have to dodge spikes on the left side of the screen and on the right hand side of the screen.
Limited patience.
On the right hand side of the screen you have to control that spaceship, and the position of your snail controls in which direction the spaceship is moving, and you have to dodge asteroids with the spaceship while dodging spikes on the left. So just, yeah, super brutally difficult stuff like this. And that's also kind of why we're building a tower defense level, because I think the crazier the levels in terms of mechanics, the better. So what this level is lacking so far is a bunch of stuff that's trying to kill you.
Non-AI mastermind has limited patience.
Yeah, that's why I disabled you, because you keep talking nonsense, Mr. AI. Oops. So what happens if we just use these normal turrets?
Almost there.
No, not almost there. The AI is really confused because this level doesn't have an exit.
Stop going backwards, idiot.
Okay, seems like this was not a good strategy.
That's what happens when you stop moving, you idiot.
Let's try placing a splasher here. Basic turret here, basic turret here.
Okay, let's dance.
Sniper here. Sniper here. Maybe we just need more snipers. Maybe that will do the trick. Ah. Looks like that's the solution, but the snipers are a little overpowered right now because they can shoot through walls. Oh my gosh, the one at the top already gone. That was way too easy. Okay, but I'll balance this out on my own. Oh no. Was that the one on the top? I'm so confused. But yeah, I think it's a little easy right now. Cool. Yeah, always glad to see a new face here. Vampizzo, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel, I mean. If any of you has any more questions or things you want to discuss, then let me know now. And tomorrow we'll start working on a different level, so it doesn't get too stale. And then maybe at some point we'll either get back to this, or maybe I'll just finish this on my own. Thing is, I still got a lot of back-end stuff to work on, so I'll probably do that first before I start finishing these levels that we start doing on stream. But hey, I think we're making progress with the levels. We already have quite a couple of levels. Look at that. I was kind of surprised when I showed them how many we have. We have one. I mean, tower defense, enemy test, disco. That's 3. This one doesn't really count. This one doesn't really count. Or good night. Thanks for joining the stream. Where can you download the demo? There's a link in the description. It's unfortunately just one level, but I'm obviously happy if you try it out and let me know what you think. That'd be cool. It's also just available for Windows at the moment. Hope that at the release we'll have Mac and Linux as well. And mobile, and VR, and what else is there? And Switch. I don't know. Just PC, Mac, and Linux. That's gonna be it. Alrighty. Was a fun one. Thanks for watching.